Wow, 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 bow. Dun, 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 bow, bow, bow. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
It looked like you were able to scatter into the crowd of the shipping dock where people were kind of shuffling around their business, unloading and reloading the ship and stuff. Obviously, because that ship makes round trips through the continent. So you've managed to kind of avoid most of the ruckus from the one of the remember the second chef who woke up from being shoved into the barrel. I believe that Dylan trapped. So you're in the city, yeah, and you can do.
So we're in the city.
You're in the city. You're not quite sure where specifically you are, but you do know that it's mainly because of the storms last night. You guys kind of lost your bearings there because obviously you were just kind of stowing away on the ship. Because you remember in the first session I mentioned to you guys, you're kind of like bounty hunters, sort of.
Okay.
Like because obviously you didn't know the captain didn't know you. It's not like you were connected to the ship. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So this is a port city.
Yes, it is a port city. Obviously, as you guys walk around, it is of course remember a new day. So you're gonna see there's a lot of people moving crates of fish and unloading a lot of fruits and vegetables. Stuff that's exclusive to the continent of Braxis. You're now on the new continent. Actually, I can tell you the new continent. Let me find out what oh, that's funny. Because the module I'm using. It's gonna be the continent of Neverwinter. Actually, you guys are gonna be on.
The continent of Neverwinter?
Yeah.
I've spent many a time in this continent, boys.
Hey, Riley.
Yeah.
So, since I am amphibious and you need tons of items being brought in, can I check under the water for items that may have been dropped?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Oh, hello. Who's it?
Hello. Is that Dill? Hello.
No deal.
Really?
Hey, I'm just just giving descriptions of where you guys are, and David was wanting to do. Let me see. What kind of a check would that be for? I guess maybe.
Hey, do you mind turning up that TV in the background, Riley, just a little louder?
That would be ideal, honestly.
Just make that shit up.
Amphibious, I can breathe.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't have much control over that. Do you want to play or not?
It's fine. I was just making a joke and being a douchebag.
Hold on.
Like a perception check to see how I can.
Probably. We'll have you do a perception check.
So
when
are
you,
we all walking around together?
well, you kind of all got off the ship together, and then you slightly dispersed in order to blend in with the crowd. But now you all are together again after having escaped the watchful eye of the first mate who was on the ship.
Alright, remember the fucking captain.
Yeah, no, we all remember the murder.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking troglodytes. All of you.
Okay, so like we're in a town?
Yeah, you're in a shipping port. It's a city though. It's not a town. It's a full blown city. There's some taller buildings. There's
Is there a flower shop?
you bet there's a flower shop.
I'd like to go there and buy as many roses as they have.
You got it. So let me just roll up some flowers.
What's the website called again?
Oh,
Never mind, I got it.
D&D Beyond.
D&D
Yeah.
and
I got it.
So, are we still at the same HP? There's no
yep.
like.
No rest in between. You've literally just gotten off the ship. I mean, you're in the city. You guys can do whatever you want to do. Dylan, there are 14 flowers in the flower shop that are roses.
How much do they cost?
They're going to be costing you two gold, or ducats in this world they're called. I've never technically established.
Gold?
They're called
fucking gold!
They got imported. They're imported flowers.
That's some goddamn expensive.
Okay, what's the security like?
The security? Oh, well, there's only there's just gonna be there's just the shopkeep who's attending some daisies and kind of tending to everything.
Okay, come back to me a second. I'm definitely gonna, but I'm thinking up a plan. I just gotta see my character sheet. I'm definitely stealing those fucking
Do I
roses.
see Dylan doing this? Do I see Dylan doing this?
Well, he just walked into a flower shop.
Oh shit! You go away. Go do your thing.
He-
No, but do I see him?
No, because he walked away on his own. You're in a big crowd of people because there's a lot of moving that you can hear. You can get the smells of the weird fish and shipment containers that are being brought off the ship and
Okay, because I was just gonna
dispersed.
pay it for him, but if I don't see it, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do I know where I'm supposed to go once I get off the ship? Like, is there like someplace I'm supposed to like meet at? Right now?
Yeah. So you all do. I was gonna kind of wait for the others to get here before I mentioned it, but I can tell you now. But yeah.
Because like I just want to go there.
Oh, sure. There's a local.
Fuck everyone else. Fuck Duncan.
Oh no, just that's literally my guy.
No, I know.
No, I get it.
I would have done the same thing. Don't worry.
No, it's fine. Yes, but you, as I was going to tell everyone at once, you guys are all here to. You guys got a message from.
Was it a nice message or a mean message?
It was a message from some. From the you got a message from.
Yes.
You guys got a message from a dwarf, actually, named Gundren, who was pretty much asking you guys to kind of go. Your goal was to kind of just scour the initial city of Neverwinter to where you are, or not specifically Neverwinter, but it's like. It is Neverwinter. You know what? It is. Fuck it.
Okay.
It is Neverwinter.
So we're in Neverwinter right now?
Yeah.
Can I go to Protector's Enclave? I gotta talk to Sergeant Knox, baby.
And you killed Riley.
This is just
where's the Zen shop? Where's the Zen shop?
This is literally just an unfortunate coincidence. Yeah. But no, you're in the city of Neverwinter. A dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker was asking you guys to come.
Does he seek rocks?
That is his last name, but it is not particularly his trade.
So to make sure you never know. Does he deal in Dwayne Johnson movies?
You guys were asked to when you got to Neverwinter, you guys were essentially told to go try and. There were a lot of rogue, like supposed bandit attacks happening, where traders going from here in Neverwinter to the city of Phandalin were supposedly disappearing and such. And you guys were and they thought that this guy Gundren explained to you guys that. There was a lot of worries that there was a lot of magic, like the traps were very magical in nature, and that there was a lot of just kind of rebellion going on in the woods along a fairly unguarded trail due to lack of manpower. Because of course this is the secondary continent, it's not very well established actually for everyone. So it was your guys' job to kind of set out. Where Gundren asked you guys to set out, try and go to a local. Go to the main keep of Neverwinter, mention his name, and you guys would be given a decoy, of trade goods and stuff. Like they're real trade goods, but they're not very valuable to you guys or anything. They're just kind of shitty. And then take them to see if you guys get ambushed yourselves.
I do want to do something before we start heading in that direction.
Of course, you guys have plenty of time to do whatever.
Does my guy know where this main keep is?
Yeah. You guys all know, at the very least, if not the exact location of the keep, you guys know how to get there. Because obviously there's, shitty town guards who'd probably easily be able to point it out to you, who are walking around the shipyard.
I'm gonna head directly in that direction.
Okay, so you start the walk, you'll get there in a little bit. What was it, Arco?
So do I know which store Dylan went into? Big Bobby went into?
Tell you what, why don't you roll the D20? Just tell me what you get.
YG, if you fuck up my heist, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm not trying to fuck up your heist, dude. I'm trying to help the both of us out. Chill.
Dylan, he said he wanted to buy the flowers for you.
Not only was I gonna do that, but I was also gonna remind you we have to have materials to cast some of our spells.
What do you think I'm stealing from the flower shop?
You said insight?
I said just roll a D20.
I know, but is it insight?
Oh, it's gonna be perception.
Okay, because
sorry.
Because depending on what it is, I do have a bonus for it.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
was
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So for perception, I have a +2, so it would be 8 total.
Okay. 8. You don't see where he went particularly, because there's a lot of people around. Even though you're the tall boys, you still.
I'll just look for a general store where I can buy some charcoal, some incense, and then I'll go find a brass brazier to go stand next to.
A brass brazier?
Yeah,
A brass bra?
It's brazier. It's like a fire pit.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay. But okay, Arco. So you go ahead and head off. You can see some signs of what looks like a cauldron on a sign, and you can assume you could probably find some, for kind of black markety type of items,
Well, it specifically says 10 golds worth of charcoal and incense. So I'm buying that much specifically.
Fuck it, sure. Okay, so David, what were you gonna do?
I want to go fucking swimming looking for treasure.
You got it, dude. So you're gonna go ahead and.
Huh?
Yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and jump on in the water, I guess.
Yep. And I'm gonna search under where like the boats and the docks are for loot that may have been dropped by accident.
Okay. So as you're kind of swimming around underneath, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and make a stealth roll.
What does that go off of?
Dexterity.
Yes, my favorite. Is this a D20?
Yep. Oh yeah, D20. I'm sorry. D20. Yes, a D20.
I got an 11.
Okay. As you are kind of swimming around, you do happen to note while you're swimming around, you do happen to see a couple of smaller crates that might have accidentally been kicked off. But then around, as you're kind of swimming down, you see kind of in front of you, almost like maybe 15 feet in front of you, you can see a kind of maybe 8-foot sized fish kind of just swim past you. Yeah.
Alright, so I do have a crowbar, so I'm not worried about the boxes.
Okay.
Can I use the crowbar to open the boxes?
Go for it. You try. So you swim down there. You're gonna go ahead and do a, I guess it'd be like a athletics check because you're underwater and you're trying to,
Alright.
yeah.
So that's a 15.
Okay, as you pry the box open, immediately a bunch of water obviously rushes into the box, and a couple bags of grain and other like carrots, vegetables, and stuff. Not very big bags, obviously, because it wasn't a huge box, but start to float up into up to the surface. And go ahead and roll a insight, please. That's wisdom.
Right. While he's doing this, I cast Find Familiar.
Okay.
So that's 15 plus. Is it wisdom?
Yeah. It's your insight.
15 plus 3, so that's 18.
Yeah. Yeah. As all this stuff is floating up, you're able to notice actually that the box has an engraving on it with what looks to be the same seal as what you would have seen on the first mate's jacket and uniform and stuff. And as you go down to look through, you actually are able to find a small little jewelry box sized little chat box. It's a box. But you can tell that it's has a lock to it. It's not. You can't just open it.
You know what? So.
It's not heavy. You can pocket it. What?
Oh, okay. Can I just put it in my pocket?
Yeah. It's not big. It's like a little jewelry box. It's not anything big.
Alright, right. I'm up.
Okay, Dylan. What do you? So for you're gonna try and do a heist?
No, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna walk up to the flower person. And
Okay.
I'm gonna stand on the opposite end of the roses, so they're facing me away, and their back is to the roses, right?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna start talking to them. I'll be like, "Yo, dog, these are some beautiful ass flowers.
Okay.
how much for these? And I point to the flowers in front of me, still pointing away from the roses, mind you.
Gotcha. He kind of looks over at those, and he notices you're pointing at some rhododendrons, and he's kind of an older guy because he's been doing this a while, and he kind of like wipes his glasses a little and looks, and he's like, it's gonna be about 1 ducat per flower.
Alright, well, this stupid, greedy, aging fuck is looking in the wrong direction. I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Over by the roses. That Unseen Servant is gonna grab all the roses and run into an alley away from everything.
Let me read how this works specifically. I just want to make sure I don't screw. What's the duration on this essentially? Time 1A, 1 action. Effect control.
Casting time is 1 action, which is a total of 6 seconds. It's a spoken, verbal, and hand gestured casting, component, along with string and wood.
Mm-hmm. So springs into since I'm going on the ground. Okay. Mentally to move up to 15 feet. Okay, gotcha.
One of your components is flowers doing?
Okay. Oh, I see. So he just kind of sticks around until he gets more than 60 feet away from you. So
exactly. So he's gonna run 59 feet away behind a hidden alley.
Okay.
And,
so how did you cast this? What are you doing specifically to cast this? I'm just curious.
I'm scratching my.
Sorry? You cut out. Sorry.
What do I have to do? Do I have to do something specific?
It's a verbal and hand gesture casting.
Okay, well, I'm scratching my chin, and I'm just silently mouthing words that this stupid old man is running on about rhododendrons.
Okay, gotcha. Why don't you go ahead and roll a simple stealth check for me?
The
fucking done this before.
Dylan, your
oh fuck yeah,
is insanely high.
Where's my stealth? Oh, it's 18.
Okay, yep, he doesn't even notice you, at all. He's just busy ranting on and on about rhododendrons, about how he worked so hard to get an order of them. And so your familiar shows up. Describe the familiar for me.
It's invisible. It's an invisible person.
It's invisible? Wait, what the fuck?
It's an unseen servant. They're invisible.
Well, that's fucking cool. Okay, yeah, I guess you don't even know what he looks like. So yeah, so he shows up, he grabs the roses and runs out the door. All of them. All 14 of them. Yep, all 14 of them.
Well, after he's out of sight, in a way, I'm like, you know what? That's a little expensive for me. Goodbye, and I walk away and go find my dude.
Your dude. You can give a name to the dude.
He's Bob. I go by Bob.
Cool.
And I tear the petals off all the roses, put them in my bag, and throw all the stems on the ground, and walk off to the keep.
Okay. Go ahead and add about 100 rose petals to your inventory.
And to keep, I find some sand, and I start shoveling that jar, and then I'm going to.
Okay.
Riley.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Were you gonna say something?
Well, I was just gonna let you know, Dylan. I need you to go ahead and add about 100 petals because you took 14 roses. About 100 petals to your inventory, please. And also, do you have a jar? How are you actually filling this up? Are you using your pot that you're using? I'm just curious what you're gonna be using for this to fill up the sand.
The sand?
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious.
Can I just fucking find a jar? Buy one? I don't know.
You got 10 gold.
Pocket sand.
You can just put the sand in your pocket. You can do that.
Right? Yeah, I'll have some fucking pockets.
Right, your pockets are gonna be so.
I can't fucking wait for you to fuck up, trip, and drop all your goddamn
roses and sand.
Spaghetti.
Riley.
Yeah.
So with me casting Find Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Doug.
Hello. With me casting Find Familiar, I can choose a bat, cat, crab, frog, slash toad, lizard, octopus, so on, to summon as my spirit animal, basically.
You don't pick octopus if you're a coward.
Technically, it is a spirit animal, and they don't need air to breathe. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But I was
Don't pick the
I was gonna
octopus.
try and do a throwback to your campaign and choose a raven.
Up to you,
Oh,
Dave. But you know that you'll forever be branded a coward if you don't pick an octopus.
Well, my character's not known to be a frontliney dude, so I'm fine with being branded a coward. I would choose weasel.
okay.
And
That's a pretty good one.
You have a weasel. It I guess appears. I'm not quite. What do you do? How do you cast this?
It is a ritual casting that I do around braise, where I throw the charcoal and incense into it, summon it. It takes an hour to summon, so I'm just gonna be doing this for an hour.
Okay, so you
I
go
don't
walk off
care
to a
how long
corner
it takes.
and
I know what I have to do, but I'm gonna go find some brazier where I can do this for an hour.
okay, so you go pretty much walk into the nearest creepy-looking store and go to some hidden
Perfect.
corner, and you're going to be doing this for a little while. So Duncan, welcome.
Perfect.
I'll catch you up right now. You guys got off the ship.
Have you guys already started?
No,
Is Evan coming tonight, by the way, Dalton?
We've all been
What?
doing our
Is
individual
Evan
things,
coming?
like buying stuff in
I
the
don't know.
yeah, this is just a little bit of character development. We're not on the main campaign quite yet. We're just
I don't
Oh, okay, right on.
yeah. So Duncan, you just got off the ship. Everyone's kind of off to do their own
Where do I
thing.
find my stats and stuff again?
Sorry.
Where do I find my stats and everything?
Oh, go to the
Yeah,
D&D
yeah,
Beyond. Go to the camp.
Website.
Go to the
Oh,
campaign you're in.
D&D
And,
Beyond.
yeah. I can even look at your stats too. I can read them to you if you really can't find them.
I just forgot the website. My bad. I got it now though.
Okay, cool. So you're off the ship. Everyone kind of went off to do some stuff. What do you want to do after finally getting off the ship? You've been at sea for about 2 days. Both everyone here. That's how long it took you to get to the other continent.
And by the way, we have the same health that, so if you took any damage, you have that same damage.
Yeah, you guys haven't rested because you've literally. We're going straight from the last session. So, yeah. So what do you want to do?
Why did I have -1 strength?
I don't know. Oh, because you have an 8.
Bitch.
Oh, because you have an 8.
I have one
Yeah.
minus one strength. 'Cause
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you have an 8 in your stats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything less than 10 is going to be a
Yeah.
negative. Yeah.
So
Yeah, Duncan. So you're pretty much in the city of Neverwinter. It's really kind of a shipping port. You're on the dock.
oh, that is. It is D&D. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, but it's all good. Come on.
What?
Duncan?
Duncan. Well, I guess I'll just move on to someone else then if... Okay, so David, let's go back to you, I guess. So are you going to do anything else while you're under the water, or what?
Was there anything else I noted?
Not particularly in that crate. There are a couple other smaller crates, like even smaller crates, that you could go look in if you want to.
Could I do like a magic sense check to see if I feel anything magical for any of the boxes?
If you have a spell for that or something.
You can do an Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
Is that what it is?
Thanks for the help. Sure, do an Arcana check. See if you can tell if there's any...
Constant.
It's Arcana. It's intelligence.
Oh, okay. I'm +3 to that.
Oh, okay.
It's 17.
17. Okay. As you kind of you do this, you're kind of like looking around. You can tell actually that it seems to you that that big fish that went past you seems to be emanating some sort of magical essence. Yeah, that's about as far as you can tell.
Fishing today. Did the fish look tasty?
It looked like a muckfish.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
You gonna Google that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, someone was knocking at my door.
What? It tastes really good though. Muckfish are used to marinate turkey for Thanksgiving.
What?
I saw him muck him in the middle.
This is what Riley says.
What?
Since when have people from the Midwest ever decided what things are supposed to taste like?
I never said it was supposed to taste like turkey. I said they use it to marinate turkey.
And where the fuck are they getting fish from in the Midwest?
It's not the Midwest. Let it go, okay? You've seen this fish,
Great Lakes.
and it's emanating a magicalness to it, David.
I think I'm gonna leave the fish alone.
Okay. So what are you
I'm a
gonna?
6-foot fish. She's an 8-foot fish. I'm feeling outclassed here.
Fair enough. So, are you doing anything else instead, or should I move on?
I'd like to return to the surface.
You got it. You make the swim back up to the surface. Go ahead and roll
He
stealth.
chooses to stay underwater.
Alright. 18.
Yep. You go to the surface. Nobody notices you as you pop out of the water.
I pocket sand him the moment he comes.
You pocket more sand, Dylan. All right. You go ahead and go to your inventory and add 1 ounce of sand to your.
Okay, can I go to the keep now with Dalton?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and fop off to the keep. Let's see. So Dylan's on his way to the keep. Dylan's on his way to the keep.
I just marched my ass over.
All right. So Dylan, since you went straight over there, as you come to the keep, you can see some kind of lowly town guards that don't look particularly attentive. One of them's even snoring, and the other guy like standing up and he's kind of resting on his like pike and he's just kind of snoring, and the other guy's just kind of like looking off into the distance, clearly daydreaming, because these guys obviously never do anything with their lives. So what?
Tell me why I immediately thought of fucking Monty Python just running up and stab. No, okay. I'm gonna walk up until I'm like pretty close, maybe 3 feet.
Uh-huh.
Oh there, guards! It is best not to fall asleep on your tap.
Okay.
Ruffians and rogues, get into your lord's place of business. Oh no, not place of business. Home.
Okay. I'm gonna need.
Pride in your
Dylan, I need you to roll an intimidation check for me.
An intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'll be right back.
I've been trying to intimidate.
I know you're not trying to, but please just roll an intimidation check for me.
Sure. Ooh, not one.
Really? You got a nat 1 also? Oh boy.
I did, yes.
Okay, so the guards also got a nat 1. So, you...
+4 to intimidation.
It's a automatic fail. Right? In D&D, a 1's an automatic fail. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, sure, you got like a 4, or I don't know. So essentially what happens is, as you say this wonderful speech, the guy who is sleeping wakes up, like he screams, and he as he's doing so, his spear, his pike I should say, kind of falls, and I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity for me, Dalton.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dexterity save?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Fucking dies.
That's gonna be an 18.
So you manage to see him. You watch as the pike kind of falls, and you just kind of like just step your foot back a little, and the pike clatters onto the stairs, and then you see the pike kind of shuffle down the stairs, and the guard who was sleeping, clearly who totally has ignored you at this point, starts to run down with his arms out, chasing his pike, and his friend next to him, kind of is also startled, but he was awake, so he's not.
I'm just kind of
as surprised.
As it falls, I'm just gonna turn. Should probably go get that.
Wow. All right then. So the other guard who was daydreaming, he kind of turns, and you can tell he's a bit younger. He's not as old as the other guy. This guy who you're talking to is like in his mid-20s, and he's kind of
He's older than I am.
Well, I don't forgot how old you are. How old are you, dude?
No wonder you're such a fucking...
I am 20. He's probably older than I am.
Great.
Unless he's in mid-20s, yeah.
He's 25.
He's 25, yeah. He's 2 years older than me.
Great. So he
Wait, how tall is he?
He ain't 6'5", that's for damn sure.
Tell you what, I'm gonna roll for it.
He's 8 feet.
He's 4'4".
He's 4'4".
Yeah.
Duncan's almost taller than him.
That's a short king.
No, he's
a guard.
He's a guard.
He's the short guard.
I know. I
What's
was
the
doing
name-
like the meme, the short king meme.
What's the name of the dwarf I'm supposed to be looking for?
It's Gundren Rockseeker, who's you're
Am I
looking for.
looking for him, or did he send me?
He kind of sent you to go to the keep to pick up a requisition of trade goods that are used to be a disguise to see if you guys can. Essentially, you're trying to see if you get ambushed or not while on a trail to see if any magical disturbances. You guys are like bait.
Yes,
essentially.
you see, my dear God, I was sent by Gundren Rockfist. Wait, fuck his name.
Gundren
Gundren the
Rockseeker.
geologist.
Gundren
Geologist,
Rockseeker. And I am to here to collect cards for the vamp.
For the what?
The bamboo.
Distraction. Fuck, why am I doing like different? Was it deeper? It was deeper.
Okay. He the guard kind of looks at you. A little bit of drool comes out of his mouth, and he kind of like watches as the other guard was like going to grab his pike. Then he looks at the door. Then he looks at you, and he kind of just shrugs and knocks on the door, and the door just opens, and you can go inside.
As I'm going inside, I want to like the guard. You must always take pride in your work.
Fucking communist poster, boys.
As you say that and walk in, the guard kind of like sucks up the drool from his chin and then goes back to staring off into the distance.
Yeah. Better not to waste moisture.
Jesus fucking Christ.
On my way in.
Okay, you go inside. Okay. So.
I almost had this cat in the credit.
Okay, Dylan, what are you doing over there?
I'm assuming little Frodo came with me to the castle.
I don't remember because Duncan walked away. Is he back? Oh, he's back.
I just want to get in him and tell him,
Okay, Duncan. So.
Yeah, sorry. Someone was knocking. Someone wanted me to go smoke with them.
Okay.
But I held true to my D&D gay boys.
Nice.
I don't know. You just didn't bring them to your room to smoke.
Because I have to be on a call with you guys.
Yeah, I'm streaming. So
Yeah, some of us aren't trying to have C-SPAN right now.
so you guys. So Duncan, what do you want to do? You're in a town, a fishing area.
So some of us are
Or what?
Yes, some of us are injured, Duncan.
Some of us have minus H.
Correct.
Where is everyone? Like, am I alone? Like, I don't.
We're supposed to be at this castle.
At this point, you're standing in a crowd of people who are, you can see, are moving things around. Dylan went off to go steal flowers. David found a locked little jewelry-sized box from under the water. Dalton, just kind of Captain America'd his way through to the keep. And then, am I missing any? Oh yeah, Arco went off to go make a magic spell thing.
Make a magic little furry friend.
Yeah, he's making a weasel.
And then I'm going into the keep after.
I think that's everyone. There's a lot of you guys I got to keep track of, so I hope I haven't missed anyone. But I think I got everything figured out.
So everyone went off to do their own thing.
Yeah, for a bit. Yeah, do some character building before we get into the main adventure.
Well, I'm gonna go to the nearest tavern.
Great. You walk into the tavern, and as you walk in, you go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Do I just tell you what my dexterity is?
Well, you roll.
You roll dice and add the bonus.
What die do I roll? D20.
Technically, it'd be an athletic, or no, that's not what it'd be. Acrobatics. Sorry.
Is he trying to block something? Is he acrobatics, or is he trying to dodge?
Dodge.
Then it's a dex save.
Yeah, it is supposed to be. I'm trying to give him a dex save. Yeah.
And do I add my dexterity?
Yeah.
You add your saving throw bonus. It should say on the.
Yeah, under
it's
saving
right
throws. So you have a dex of plus
Savings-
3. Yeah.
Saving throws plus 3. Okay,
Yeah.
and I rolled a 8.
Okay.
So it's
So
11.
Okay. So as you're walking up to the tavern, a clearly drunken imbecile walks out. He's kind of a little heavy set, and his stomach kind of hits you in the head. As you kind of walk, walks by.
Is his stomach sweaty?
Let me roll for that.
Roll for sweat.
Well, I want to live with it. It's a little damp.
Did his face get a little damp?
No. Anyway, so that happens. It doesn't hurt you. You just get kind of. So Duncan, as you kind of go up to the door, essentially this guy stumbles out, and because you're at about his stomach level for your head, he kind of like hits you, and because he's kind of drunkenly stammering out, and he bumps into you, and then keeps walking, and then you walk into the tavern.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, we can back up. Sure.
So he ran it.
He's drunk.
He's drunk. He's kind of slowly stumbling around, and his stomach accidentally bumps into your head.
Okay. Did he
This
apologize?
will create him.
What?
Did he apologize?
No, he's drunk. He doesn't care. He's just gonna keep walking into the city, into the main city square. Do you want to stop him? I mean, what do you want to
Yes,
do?
I would
Okay.
like to cast, or I would like to. Fuck, I need to pull out. I forgot what insurance I have.
You have Bane,
I have-
Healing Word, Vicious Mockery?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Vicious Mockery, but I'm trying to see what instruments I have to rap.
Okay. Go. Let's see.
Shit, I wish I had like a guitar.
You have a drum. You have.
Oh wait, a lute. A lute. What's
Sure.
a lute?
It's like a flute.
Wait, what?
It's like a
oh, it's a
guitar.
flute. Oh yeah, it is like
it
a
is.
guitar.
A
Oh,
lute's like a guitar.
The Lutherans would not.
The Lutherans.
what?
The lute
It's
was
called
invented before
the
the.
Pacific Lutheran.
Oh, God Lord.
The-
Okay.
Specifically, that they would know what lutes are.
They're
Okay. Do your rap, dude.
No, our literal.
their mascot is the lute.
No, I know, but it's just how we phrased it.
Anyway, Duncan.
Lutherans.
So you pull out your lute, and you're gonna go, I guess, bust a beat on him. Go for it.
Busting that done.
I believe you.
I just need something that rhymes with ass, and then I'll be ready.
Grass.
Rhymes.
Blast.
Oh.
Blast.
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 Crass.
Sash.
Orange.
Nash.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do,
Wow.
Riley.
Okay.
I'm going to say this rap, and also it's going to be Vicious Mockery.
Gotcha.
But do this in one turn. After that, I'm going to stab him with a piece of like a broken glass. All right.
Wait.
That sounds like a lot,
Hey,
and you're
listen
just
up,
trying
boys.
to murder some dude in
Yeah, just got off the boat with my crew.
Midday.
Stupid ass. Hey, listen. Just got off the boat with my group. Mind you, I'm playing on my little banjo thing. Just got off the boat with my crew. Stupid ass bitch. Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out the way, fat ass dumbass. It's not your day. These beats will burn your ass. Now I'm gonna stab you with this piece of glass.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Were any of us even there to witness this?
Can you? No. He's on his own.
I don't think any of us will be around.
So it's gonna
He's
be.
by himself talking about his crew.
Can you roll a 1d4? Roll 1d4 damage.
Damage.
That's what it does. His vicious mockery. It does 1d4 damage. Psychic
I did
damage.
it.
Like it hurts his
I
pride.
did a 1.
Got it.
You got a 1. You.
Oh wait, hold on. I have a racial trait though that helps with ones.
Okay.
Is that one for D20s though?
Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Yeah, you're doing d4s. Anyway, so after hearing this, he kind of gets like a mild like headache, and he kind of like turns around and looks at you, still drunk as hell, very confused about everything. Keep in mind, it's in the middle of the town square, with a lot of people walking around.
Yeah.
And
Now can I stab him with glass?
sure, if that's what you want to do.
Alright.
Oh my
I mean-
fucking... Okay.
I mean,
I will be right back.
I'm not gonna stop you, so go for it, I guess.
Alright. Stab him right in the neck.
Oh,
Oh my
can you
god.
roll? Can you roll a dexterity?
Duncan's
please?
murdering people out here.
Duncan, can you please roll a
Doug,
dexterity?
it's broad daylight. What are you doing?
Huh? I'm chaotic neutral. I'm role playing. I don't fuck around.
Yeah, you're murdering someone.
Chaotic
This is an
neutral.
asshole.
Chaotic neutral doesn't mean you just murder people.
No, go ahead, do it.
Alright, sorry. I stabbed him in his stomach.
Oh my god, like that's any... Oh my
You're
god.
going to prison, Doug. You're going to prison tonight.
Okay, so
Hey, he didn't say sorry.
Duncan, please roll dexterity.
How much is that?
D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Yeah,
Which should be...
it's a 1 for you.
Plus what's
I
on your
rolled
bow.
a 20
Oh,
plus 3.
oh, okay.
Wait,
So
why
you
is it
doubled the
plus Why is it plus 3? Why
This
would
is
just...
It's my dexterity modifier.
No, that's saving throw. You're looking at, it's +1 for you.
Oh,
Duncan.
plus
Why
1.
was it
Well, anyways, I
saving
rolled
throw?
It's not a saving throw, I'm fixing it.
The way you got a nat 20, which doubles the damage. The
Okay,
guy's fucked.
so you, well, you also, oh, your hit DC is +3. I see, that's why you get +3, because it's hit DC is +3. So you're gonna, roll a D4, 1d4 for damage, please, Duncan?
1.
Okay.
Let's see this
Hey, it's
two.
double
It's
to
2.
2.
Yeah, it's 2. Well, no, well, it's 1d4 damage plus 1, so technically it's actually 4 damage.
No, it's dice doubled.
It just doubles the damage.
Okay, so he does 3 damage to
three.
him. Okay,
How's that 3 damage for you?
so
Could've
you
done 9.
run up, you kind of run up. He can't see you because his stomach's so big, so you kind of like get underneath him and stab from up underneath his stomach, and kind of gut him.
Word.
And,
God, poor man. This poor fat bastard.
okay, I need you to roll
Christ.
stealth. I need you to roll stealth at disadvantage.
This fat, depressed dude
I'm really
just went to
stealthy,
bar
though.
for some drinks.
actually, no, I'm not that
accidentally
stealthy.
bumps into somebody he can't see because his...
I could see me.
And then he just
He's
gets
drunk
stabbed
and
later.
very obese.
And it's the middle of
So
the
you-
day.
Alright.
Cut his stomach.
Alright.
Duncan's
What's
about to
the
get
stealth
thrown
die?
into dungeons.
It's a d20.
You gotta roll it twice and take a look.
Yep. Oh fuck.
1, but I have my thing.
You're fucked.
So 1 is an automatic
I'm
fail.
not even,
No,
I'm not
I
even-
have
No,
a
his racial
reroll.
feat is any
Oh, right, yeah,
D21s
you
are
Yeah,
have
I
Yeah.
can re-roll a d20 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What? Another 1.
Can you roll it again, or are you just stuck
Wait,
with
yeah,
it?
you can re-roll. It doesn't say it that it's the limit on one. On just
When
one.
you roll a D20,
It says when you roll 1 on the
attack roll,
d20.
ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll the dice and must use the new roll. That does not mean you
yeah.
can roll again. You have
Oh.
to use the new roll.
Duncan.
So
Well,
you
I don't
rolled a
know, but
one
it doesn't
for one.
say. It doesn't say that you can't just
It's a one-time.
apply.
No, Duncan. It says you can't have to take the new result. That means you're stuck with the 1. Okay.
Alright.
I didn't even need a roll for the rest of the town. So
Entire city.
Stabs him and that's
Wait,
broad
the whole
daylight.
city?
The
Well,
whole
just the-
city.
just the town square.
Stabbing just went down. Like this lady just screamed. No.
okay. So essentially, here's what's gonna happen. As you stab him up in the stomach, all of his intestines and guts spill out on top of you, and you're covered in his guts. And the man falls backwards, screaming a gut-girdling cry of pain as he falls to the ground, and more of his guts spill out, like like you're squishing a pimple. It just sprays like a can of paint all over you, Duncan. And
Alright.
Ew.
and immediately everyone around you if the civilians scream in terror and start to back away and form this little circle. And I'm gonna make a roll real quick. 6 town guard go ahead and rush away from their posts from the dock to come see what's going on. They have pikes.
Okay.
It's only a 1v6. I'm sure you
Now
can
can I
handle
do
it.
something?
I'll let you do one action before we roll for initiative.
I run into the tavern.
Oh my god. It's. Oh my god.
So I'm gonna take a quick pause before we get to this. Let's just. But okay, Duncan. So you run to the tavern. As the guards come out, the guards show up. They're like, "Where did he go?" And the whole crowd just kind of points at the tavern, and they follow you to the tavern.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have another action while I'm in the tavern?
No, we're moving to someone else for a second here.
Isn't that how this works? I think you're fucked, Duncan.
I'm trying to.
I have a game plan.
I'm trying to-
small and sneaky.
I'm trying to get.
There's no way. You failed your stealth check. You got a 1. You're fucked.
Dude, I'm trying to be as nice as possible here, and okay.
So dead.
Okay.
Don't get chaotic neutral.
Arco, just so you know, it's now been about half an hour into your crafting.
All right.
Do I hear
am I
screams
castle
going
now?
on around me?
Why don't you go ahead and roll a, well, I don't know.
Perception?
Yeah, I guess.
My natural perception is 14.
That's
I am a little drunk right now, so just FYI.
okay. So
I should crack a bruise.
Wait, Elijah, where'd you drink?
No, I got some rum and pineapple juice right now.
Oh, in real life.
I rolled a 4.
I am.
yeah, you don't hear anything,
my
dude. You're-
perception is +4, so it's an 8. Unless you're going with my natural perception, which is 14.
You know what? For the you know what? For the sake of giving Duncan a chance to not have to make a new character, we'll just say you heard the screams.
I will continue
Hey, thanks,
casting my
Riles.
finds similar.
Do not let him get away with this.
Hey, how is he supposed to know where the screaming's coming?
I don't know who's causing it. I just think it's some random dude getting murdered in town. Probably I don't want to get involved. I'll just keep casting find familiar.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
some random dude walks out of bar, bumps
Actually-
into somebody. That dude gets stabbed. It's
actually,
only
wait a
natural.
minute, David. Why don't you roll perception actually? Because you just came out of the water and you're
Yeah,
at the town square.
where the
Actually.
town-
Oh,
guards ran
dude,
over
David's my homie.
Yeah, David.
He's my
fucking
No, are you
cold-blooded
serious?
murderer.
Dave's like, I'm not about to fuck with the sick town guard.
David's my chaotic neutral homie.
Fuck.
You're not chaotic.
You're
David, that
chaotic.
does not mean you have to help other chaotic neutrals.
But it could be
You're
fun.
fucking
Dude,
Okay.
insane.
me and David had some
Evil
bonding
is
experiences on the boat.
Perception?
Also,
Perception,
also, the Wolfman is also my, and so is
Guys,
Bigfoot or whatever.
hold on. I need to hear the roll.
Far
I
away.
don't fuck with
Guys.
Dalton though.
Guys,
because he's
quiet.
also-
I need to hear David's roll.
I got a 13 plus my 3, so 16.
Yeah, you totally heard it. I mean, the crowd was like clearly
Hey.
screaming all around you. You definitely noticed. And
Oh,
so,
man.
David, you pretty much come behind the guards. You see you saw the short little Duncan covered in guts, leaving a trail of blood as he rushed into the tavern. And then the 6 town guards followed him in. So that's what you see.
Oh boy.
David's pretty strong. He fucked shit up last time.
That was pure luck, but alright.
And these are
We're
guards.
level 1 and there's 6 of them.
So is this dude like already dead or is he like bleeding out right now?
I mean, technically, he's still on the ground screaming, watching his guts spray out like a can of paint, but he's dead essentially.
So I could not cast Cure Wounds.
Dude, he's got no intestines. You're not curing anything. Just no.
But like, no, the wound is his intestines.
I mean, how much damage can I do with a ball?
Well, you were very specific.
Barely fucking enough.
You told you rolled a 1, so I had to.
I didn't necessarily mean to end this guy's life.
It doesn't matter.
You said stab him in the
neck.
Stomach. What the fuck do you think you're doing?
I was going for the neck, but I took it back
Oh.
to the stomach because I didn't think it would kill him. But
I
I
got
mean,
something a little chaotic. I think I can.
Okay,
You're gonna raise dead.
let's try it.
Do you?
Can I cast Command on Duncan?
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to roll against him.
You want Duncan?
Unless Duncan's okay with it, you're gonna have to roll against him.
Wait, does he have vision?
I mean, I don't think he can see Duncan at this point anyway.
Well, I thought I perceived him.
Oh yeah, you watched him as he ran in, so you're saying you would do it while he's running into the tavern?
Yeah.
I guess you could. So Duncan, if you're okay with it, we won't make a roll
Yeah.
for it, but if you're not okay with it, you're gonna roll against David.
I trust it.
Duncan just.
Oh, okay, great. So I won't bother making you roll, David. You can. It works.
David, he's in your...
So I don't know. Can you see Can you see his through his eyes, or how does it work?
No. Command person is you tell them one thing to do and they do it.
Okay. All right, David. What are
I'm
you
pretty
gonna have
sure
Duncan do?
that's
Freeze.
What'd you say?
He told him to freeze. He told him to freeze. I love it.
This is poetic justice.
Bruh, come on, guys. We're all supposed to be a team. David doesn't have to kill me.
You started the boat fight and you just stabbed some random dude for no reason.
I don't know, Riley always has his NPCs try to fuck with my character.
He fucked with everyone's characters.
I'm just roleplaying.
I don't
I'm a
know.
little chaotic
How
asshole.
about-
Okay. Instead of
You're
trying
not
to
a
kill
evil
him by,
asshole.
like, freezing him, how about I just say like grovel instead?
To who?
Duncan.
No. Who is he groveling to?
I don't know, his fucking guilt from ripping this dude's intestines out.
Sure.
Elf.
So, okay, is that what you're going with instead of freeze? Like, what do you want to...
Yeah, I'll go with grovel instead.
Okay, so as Duncan bursts into the tavern, covered in this man's guts with a trail of blood behind him, he immediately, as he comes into the tavern, gets down on his knees and starts to grovel, and the entire tavern is now watching him as the guards march their way up the stairs.
Nice.
What does grovel mean?
Like
It means you're
crying.
asking
It's
for
like you fall on the
forgiveness,
ground and start
crying.
crying.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Go on your hands and knees.
yeah, you're begging.
God damn it.
Okay,
Duncan, the fact that if you make it out of this alive is going to be amazing.
okay, so, let's see. We only have, who's in the call? Not that many.
Everyone
Me.
except
Hey,
Evan.
me.
Everyone
Everyone
except
except
Evan is in this call.
Let's see.
Don't forget about me, you fuck.
Oh,
Okay,
dude, I know
Dylan.
I
Dylan,
forgot
are
my
you
bag.
gonna come help?
Are you gonna come help? Technically, when you walk out of the...
walking to the castle.
Oh, yeah, right, you're going to the castle. So, actually, as you're going to the castle, you would have seen, you can see the square. So why don't you go ahead and roll perception? Dylan.
Oh, so one.
God damn it, why does my character have to be friends with Little Photo too? I don't give a this bullshit.
Yo, we're supposed to be... Dude, why you gotta help me out here?
I don't
Duncan,
murder innocent people on the streets.
Duncan,
I wasn't trying to murder him.
Hey,
you have no stabbed a random dude on the street.
Because he's being an asshole. I thought he saw me. He should have said sorry.
He was
Oh
drunk, I
my
even told
god,
you.
dude, he's
He didn't
drunk.
even ask.
So what you do is you yell.
No,
you yell,
I asked
"Fuck
Riley.
you,"
He
and walk
I said
away.
I-
he's sorry.
I said
but
I...
you didn't ask him. Like,
You're like, you gonna
What you
apologize?
say in that situation is "fuck you, man" and keep walking. You don't stand.
Duncan's
I
got some
feel like if I
violent
said "fuck you," he would have attacked me.
But you still killed him with
now
a single
we'll never
stab.
know.
I didn't expect it.
If
Okay,
he
and-
did
The
attack
nuclear
you,
option.
if he did attack you, the town guard would be
Guys,
after him, not
I'm just
you.
trying to have fun here.
I got a 3, Riley.
Oh god.
You have advantage, roll again. Because you're at a high advantage, high position.
I got a 14 that time.
Yeah, you saw it.
All right, I see little Frodo.
Yep. You saw him at the same time David saw him,
yeah.
essentially. And you see him kind of go in and... Yep.
And then I look back in the tavern and I whisper to myself for Frodo, and I pull out my sword and I charge down to investigate. I'm not attacking anyone, but it looks like my buddy Frodo is covered in blood, so I assumed he got attacked. I want to
Alright.
make this morally clear: I am not sanctioning the murder
Okay,
of this.
so...
Fuck you, you serial killer!
Alright, you run down, you run back down the stairs.
Frodo's from the hood.
I
I'll
will
fuck
call
around.
the FBI on your path.
Okay, so,
Bro, FBI gonna get on your ass for child porn.
dude,
Creepy ass little weirdo.
hey, wait, Riley.
yeah,
What the fuck
Are
are you
the stats for these guys
about?
just guards from the monster manual?
I've actually created my own stats for these. I've actually created my own stats for these.
It's regards the monster manual are nutty.
No, they're not. They're fucking weak as shit.
The guards
Are they
of the
like-
monster manual, I will check it out because I'm actually interested. I'm on
I
the
thought they had
can check
like
it.
40 health.
They have 11 hit points.
Well, I have 9.
I can also
I have
modify the...
I have 7. Well, technically 5 right now.
Six
Anyway,
of us.
Okay.
no, the Dalton's not here, and neither's
So,
Dalton has walked all the
Dalton.
way to the castle.
Dalton,
Let's be creative,
so you,
boys.
Alright, Dalton, so you...
Look up, Duncan.
I got an idea,
Find a way
Dylan,
out of this
but
dump.
you have to be within range.
Alright, Dalton, so you walk into the into the keep. You can see a main hallway with a nice red carpet and about 8 guards standing up against multiple pillars that lead up to a nice silvery-looking throne.
Okay. Are all the guards looking attentive and not asleep?
About half of them are, yeah. About half are paying attention. The other half are sleeping, like on your right side. They're sleeping.
Anyone sitting on that throne? Whatever.
As you walk up, you can see what looks to be a fairly sturdy, fairly well built guy with a kind of a slightly fluffy beard, like a lumberjack beard.
Is his name Daggled? Never.
No.
Damn, that's what he is in the game.
Oh, so as you walk up and you see him, he's kind of got like a nice iron breastplate with a nice blue kind of cape with like a robe, like it could be used as a robe.
Is this guy part of the Empire?
Yes, this is an imperial city, like in a settlement.
Would I know what type of what his title is? Would I know his name?
You'd know he's essentially kind of like a regent.
Okay. Well, my guy's pretty well versed in the. It's fine if I don't know his name. I'm just wondering. He's pretty well versed in what I know his official title, maybe not his name.
Yeah, you'd know he's a regent of a small town. But no, this is the first time you've been to the continent, so you obviously don't know the names of anybody here. Yeah.
What's this town? This is Neverwinter, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the name of the Empire?
The Empire?
Just the Empire?
Yes.
Yep.
And you're
The Suffix Empire? Okay.
Yep. Or the Imperium?
I'm gonna hold my hand out, just kind of openly, and just be like, "Oh, Regent of Neverwinter, I am Zachariah Lowe, last son of the Lowe family, first son of the Empire."
He kind of looks at you, and he waves his hand sort of slightly as though making the motion you would if you were swatting a fly away, and you see behind you the doors kind of close and a loud echo booms through the halls, and then he kind of takes his hand and rests it under his chin, and then with his right hand, and then with his left hand he kind of beckons you to come forward.
I will walk forward.
All right. So as you walk forward up to about you stop. How close do you want to get to his stairs?
I will stop what would be the respectable distance for one gentleman to stand away from another gentleman of the Empire.
Sure. So you're standing. That was the vaguest,
5 feet apart. You're not gay.
dodgiest answer I've ever heard, but we'll go with it. So you're
Bible length.
You're pretty much about at the bottom of the stairs at this point, and he's kind of looking. He's looking down at you, and then he looks at.
I'm looking down at him.
He kind of asks in a kind of a low monotone voice, "What is your business here?"
What? Oh fuck! What's the dwarf's name?
I'm not helping you this time.
Anderson, the geologist.
I was sent here by a dwarf looking to fix your problem with your trade routes. I am to man one of what is the word for that? The decoy tram. Words just escape me when I start talking.
Okay, I need you to roll. Unless you're gonna say anything else, or
Yes.
Okay.
I believe I came with other party members, but they seem to be quite busy at the moment. But I, being the most ever on-time person,
Prompt.
thank you.
God.
Voice in my head, the most prompt person I can possibly, as a good man of the Empire should be, I am here.
To be fair, I almost was on time, and then this dipshit decided to start murdering people.
No,
Bro, are you my homie or not?
I'm not trying to dig on you. I'm just saying.
Okay. So, anything else you're gonna say, or is that it?
It's like you want to suck this big fat little goody eater's dick, Dylan.
Duncan, I'm streaming. Chill.
Yeah,
I think your streamers will
keep that
appreciate
potty mouth down, okay?
Anyway, so Dalton, you're gonna say anything else, or is that it? I just need to know when you're gonna.
That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
He kind of like sits up in his chair, no longer slouching. He waves. The hand that he used to beckon you to come forward. He kind of faces outward, like as if he was going to give a high five, and then he kind of does like a as if you were like making a rainbow over yourself, kind of like that kind of gesture. And all the guards then who are awake, so about half of them walk around to the other side of the pillar, like behind.
Okay.
And then he kind of like grumbles, and he kind of says, how many did you bring of your company?
It is me and 5 others,
Mm-hmm.
all capable men, and lizards apparently.
He kind of pauses. I need you to roll a performance.
Performance?
Yeah, performance.
Okay. It's a total of 21.
Great.
There's a 19.
All right. He kind of okay. So he pretty much just ignores the fact that you mentioned a non-human, and continues to.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And
Well, this. Okay, yeah, never mind.
you still have your hood up, right?
I don't wear a hood, but like I have my tusks shaved down.
Okay. All right. He's in his like 50s. It'll be fine.
I don't know that I'm a.
Oh really? Okay. So he kind of.
I think I'm human.
He stands up from his chair, and then he snaps his fingers, and you can see a couple of guards pushing out what looks to be a small wagon carrying the supplies you would need for your journey. And then he marches down to the bottom of the stairs, and he's about face to face with you. So I need to make a roll.
How tall is he?
He's. I keep closing that damn tab. Hold on. I can't use that roll. Hold on. I gotta do a new roll. I'm sorry. Okay, he's 3'5".
3'5". You're 3 foot.
That actually is.
Wait.
Wait, what?
The first guard we rolled for was 4'4". That is
What?
3'5".
Wait.
These guys are
what type
dwarves.
of bird? What person?
These guys are for sure
The
dwarves.
human.
He's a human, dude. I'm 3'9", and I'm a hobbit.
This guy would be considered a dwarf for
Did
sure.
he got his legs blown off in Vietnam?
You know what?
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes. You know what? Yes.
That's that guy's a midget.
He's got his legs. Riley just said he had his legs blown off.
Actually, yes. You see, as he kind of stumbles down.
Wait.
You know what? Because I have to go back and canonize this. As you saw him march down, you saw that he
He moved out on his hands.
Yes.
no.
He got his hands.
No. He has like kind of wooden mechanical legs essentially that are propping him up an extra 2 feet.
That are 2 inches.
They're like
tall.
peg legs on both legs or something.
No, kind of, but he has a crude pulley system for his knee to bend, and that's how he kind of marches down. But he had armor on, and you couldn't tell until he got close that his legs weren't as stable as it looks.
Can I like try and gauge the room, whether it'd be smart to comment on his possible status as a war veteran?
You can roll a history, and you can tell me if you think you know it. If your experience in the Empire has made you knowledgeable.
So it's 8 total.
You cannot think of any time in your past in which there would be a custom for mentioning war wounds.
Okay, I will not say anything about it.
Okay. So the cart kind of comes over, and the couple of the guards are standing with you, and he kind of like pats. He takes his left hand and he kind of pats one of the bags of grain, and he looks at you and he says, "You will take this along the main road. You'll make sure to turn to the east on the fork, and you will make your way to the city of Phandalin, where in which you will deliver these supplies to the guards, who will then send a rider out to me to confirm that you've completed your mission. If all goes well, then you will be rewarded.
And what if we encounter complications along the route?
If you come back from these complications, you will be rewarded twice as handsomely.
If perhaps these goods or wares are damaged or lost during the route, what should we do?
I guess.
I will be right back, you guys.
He kind of thinks about it, and he says, for every he looks at the cart, and actually, let me go to my actual notes. I shouldn't need to look at this. Okay. He in the wagon, you can see that it's got an assortment of mining supplies and food. It has, and this is kind of important for you to know, it has a dozen stacks of flour, several casks of salted pork, 2 kegs of strong ale, some shovels, picks, and crowbars, about a dozen of each type, 5 lanterns with a small barrel of order, about 50 flasks in volume, and the total value of the entire cargo is about 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
Okay. And he kind of, so he says this to you in a deeper voice, and he says, I will give you double this goods' value if you can bring it to the city safely.
I see. Thank you. Do you have any previous notion of what perhaps may be lying in wait along this well-traveled route?
He kind of, he looks at the guards and then orders them to walk away, and then he looks at you and he says, while it is treasonous to ever acknowledge possible incursions, we are perhaps more cautious than not of possible raiding that's been going on along the trail. We don't know for sure what kind of raiding this could be, as we've had no one come back to make a report. But if you can tell the guards to send the letter back to me, if there is any particular overwhelming force that is, in fact, preventing our shipment to the outer line cities, then your help would be most grateful in this current time.
Out of character, it's treasonous to acknowledge threats to the Empire.
No, it's treasonous in his mind because he as the regent, he doesn't want to show weakness.
Okay.
Like he's just trying to save face. He's not. It's not like the Empire.
Do I get the sense that he knows what's attacking his cargo, but just won't tell me?
You can roll. What would it be? Insight. You roll insight. Yeah.
Okay. It's a total of 2.
Nope.
Total of 2. I'm feeling you rolled a 1 then.
Well, he has a -1 to his insight, so it's people roll a 3.
Oh, you rolled a 3. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think you have any other pressing questions. Do you? Not as a man of act, both of us. I've noticed that some of your guards have been lax on their duties, so perhaps there might be possibilities of future endeavors where, say, we are successful, quite fond of our business, of our efficiency, that perhaps we could build some, what's the word? Fucking...
What are you trying to say to him?
I'm trying to say that I'm sure. Perhaps we could train your gods to have respect in them, but not in the harsh way like that.
Okay. He kind of just nods and says, if such a day comes where I could trust you, then perhaps.
I look forward to the day we can When you hear the name Lowe, the only thing you think of is trust.
Wow.
Okay. He kind of rolls his eyes and then kind of steps back. He turns around and starts to walk up the stairs. And as he leaves, he says, "Take the cart. My guards will not interrupt you, for they are aware of this mission. And please make sure to keep your party assembled. I certainly don't want to have the guards interfering with our very important mission."
Yeah. Out of character. I'm supposed to bring this cart down the stairs?
No.
Yeah, that's a fat fucking car.
Oh wait, yeah,
Bro,
you are.
You said 2 kegs.
Yeah, fuck.
Have you ever lifted a keg, bro?
It's heavy.
You know what?
What are you done? 5.
It's like I'm a pro at
Wait,
it.
no. I have strength to 16. Just wait for me to show up. I got this.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. Dalton, as you wheel.
All right. Can I?
Yeah.
Can I I'll tell him thank you. And all you guys laughing at me for being corny. I'm basically a walking Home Depot commercial.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You know, like I'm gonna push the cart out to the very edge stairs, stop him.
Okay.
Cut to someone else.
Okay.
Wow, what
Okay.
a shocking twist to end your fucking
Okay. Actually, that is a good place to cut because we need to go
cliffhanger.
to Duncan. All right, Duncan.
Oh, Jesus.
I know I tried to stall for you. I hope you thought of some ideas in the meantime.
Well, now David is fucking me over, right?
Well, you're just groveling on the ground. You can now act.
The question is, should I get a beer or should I get a cookie?
Both.
So, Duncan, you're on the ground. The guards are marching up the stairs.
David, why'd you gotta do me like...
Everyone in the tavern is looking at you as you're covered in blood and guts. What do you do? You have control of yourself again. What do you do?
Well, I was gonna try to run upstairs and then get into a room and then try to sneak out a window onto the rooftops.
You go for it. Why don't you go ahead and roll an acrobatics? Or no, athletics. Actually, it'd be athletics.
Which die is it?
It's gonna be strength.
20.
D20. It's all D20s, Duncan. I'll tell you if it's not a D20, but I always assume it's a D20 until such a time that it's not. Okay, hold on.
Plus dexterity.
Yes, plus dexterity.
Which is is it saving throw or?
It's just. You know what? In this instance, it would be a saving throw.
+3.
Wow.
Okay, so
8.
you got an 8. All right.
It's almost like God is punishing you for your shit rate.
8 is alright.
80.
8 is below average. Okay. So as you run up the stairs, the trail of blood and guts follows you up the stairs, and no one follows you though, except the guards bust in through the doors, and they're like, "Where did he go?" And then one of the other guards kind of taps him and says, "Look at the floor." And then they see the trail of blood that you left behind as you walked up the stairs, and so they clamber up the stairs. But you're ahead of them. So what do you do?
Have I busted into the tavern yet? Because I charged with the sword in after.
You know what? Why don't you go ahead and roll?
I would also like to follow into the tavern.
Okay, guys, both of you are gonna roll dexterity, please, on athletics. Wait, which one's the? Shoot, I keep fucking up which stats which.
That's a nat one.
Probably be acrobatics.
Acrobatics, okay. If they're running really fast.
I got 1, so don't worry about me. My for Frodo charge.
You got a nat 1? Hold on, Dylan. Sorry, Duncan. We gotta pause for a second. So, Dylan, as you're running, you slip on the man who was dying on the ground, and you're gonna fall. And you're gonna fall into his guts, and and you don't take any damage because
I just start puking again because I'm throwing up in his guts now.
Okay, so
God.
so you do that.
This guy's not gonna have green.
David, what did you roll?
I got a 12.
You're fine. You run in. Let me.
Can I help Dylan up?
You can go and help. You can run to help Duncan, or you can come to help Dylan. Your choice.
Alright, I'm going for Dunk. Dylan can get up on him.
Okay. So,
Hell yeah.
I really thought he was gonna be like, I'm helping.
Well, honestly, I thought he was too.
I thought so too. So, Dylan, you watch as David runs into the tavern, following.
Can I see through the blood and vomit?
Yeah, you can see. It didn't like hit your face. That's why you didn't really take any damage. You're not sick or anything now.
Oh, okay.
You just kind of slipped and you caught yourself.
Concept.
And you
You can just see into it.
And so the guards, David, as you burst into the tavern, that's when you can see the little tiny head of Duncan bopping up and down as he runs across the balcony, like where all the rooms are. And then you see him dive into a room. Right, Duncan, you're diving into a room, I assume?
Yeah, or any small window, anything to try and take advantage. It uses advantage of my miniature size.
Yeah, you run into a room.
Away.
You run into a room, and David, this is where as you're coming in, this is when you see the guards running up the stairs.
Okay.
Trying to time this all correctly.
How many guards are on?
6.
Do I have vision of all of them?
Yep, it's a pretty open tavern. It's like a balcony, pretty much that upper floor.
Alright. How many people are in the town?
Oh, you should control the guard at the top of the stairs to fall backwards.
I don't think you can do commands that make them hurt themselves on purpose.
Yeah, we covered that before. You can't make them hurt himself. Anyway, but yeah, so here, David.
What if he makes it just like a banana or something, just fly out of someone's hand into the top?
You could, I don't know.
Does he have banana telekinesis?
I don't know. There's a lot of people around.
There's about 15 civilians who are watching all of this.
It doesn't have to be a banana. It can be like a sandwich.
Can I?
A sandwich.
What, David?
Does the first guard have his weapon drawn?
They all have their pikes.
Can I
That's
cast
very inconvenient to run with.
command
It is
on-
inconvenient to run with. That's why you're still able to escape, even though your legs are short.
So I want to cast command on the guard that's at the
Top.
topmost stairs. The first
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And I just want the word to be trip.
You can't. Oh, like he's gonna trip the others?
Or like trip going up the stairs. I don't know.
He can't hurt himself. We did talk about that in the first session. But he could do something to interfere with the other guards if you wanted. But he himself can't hurt himself. If that makes sense.
So could he fall down the stairs?
No, because that's hurting himself.
What if
How about you tell him to kick the guard
Alright.
right below him? Like Spartan kick.
You could
Yeah,
do.
It would have to be a one-word command though.
Yeah, it has to be one word. Shit.
Spartan dash kick.
Close enough.
Badness.
Spartan kick, holy. Spartan kick.
Oh, I got it. Donkey kick.
That's 2 words.
That's different.
You could do oops.
If you do oops, I'm gonna roll for what happens.
No. Stop. Just have them like stop when they're all running up the stairs.
What's the word for like sticking your butt out?
What about panic?
Do a deadlift.
I guess you could make him panic if you wanted to.
He could just like drop to the
He
ground.
could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh yeah, let's do drop. That sounds cool.
Okay.
Torque.
So he.
Torque.
So
Twerk.
you cast drop and the right. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
He draws.
He immediately like still with his pike in hand, like kind of like squats down almost into like a ready position, and then with his pike still kind of blocking the stairs, the other guards who are unaware of this all kind of fall one over the other, tripping over his pike and himself, and then
Nice.
they all collapse into a little pile at the top of the stairs. All right, Duncan, what are you doing? You've now locked yourself in the room. You don't know what's going on.
Well, I wanted to go find a window or something small to escape out of and get onto the rooftops or something like that, you know?
Oh, sure. So every room has like a little balcony to the outside, so you can just easily walk out to the balcony. And it's about like a 2-story drop to the ground?
Was there any rooftops, any ladders, any alleys, any sort of way to escape? That's what
I mean, well, in the room, there's, a bed, obviously, and, it's got blankets and stuff, and there's some, like, furniture, like chairs, there's, candle, but, I mean, they wouldn't have a service ladder onto the roof, that wouldn't make sense, so... there's a linen closet, as well, in this room. But otherwise, there's not much.
You said 2 floors, two stories?
It's a 2-story drop, yeah.
Is there any bushes or whatnot beneath?
There's a water barrel.
A water barrel that's open?
Yeah, it's like a big kind of tub, almost. You can tell it's the drinking water for the whole tavern.
I don't care, I'm not picky. Wait, Oh, okay. No, it's below. It's on the ground outside of the
It's
balcony.
below. Yes, you could jump. You could jump into it
How
if you
hard
want.
do you think it would be to jump into it?
Depends how you are going to make this jump.
All right. Can I get a linen thing? Try to tie it around one of the balcony things, and then try to kind of slide down it as far as I can before dropping in.
Sure. As you go over to the linen closet, you manage to find 2 full king-size bed sheets.
That's a bed. So
you have them.
Yes.
So do your thing. What are you going to do with them?
Tie them together.
Okay, great.
Long way, obviously. Tie it around one of the posts of the balcony.
Yep.
And since I'm small, I can slip through the cracks and try to lower myself down. I tied it really tight, by the way.
Sure. Okay, great. Why don't you go ahead and roll?
Tied it really tight, by the way.
Since you said that, I'm going to need to roll a strength for me, please.
Which one's 20?
Yeah, on the d20, Duncan. It's all d20. Just roll a strength. Roll it on a it's just kind of raw strength. There's not really a skill here. You're just kind of strengthening.
Could we sleight of hand?
No, because it's about strength. It's about how tightly he can tie the thing.
Well, but tightly versus how well he's tied. I don't know.
It's about the strength of him being able to get it.
Sure.
Whatever.
Okay.
Just a raw strength roll, please.
I got it.
I'll give you an advantage because the guards fell down, so you have extra time.
So extra roll?
Yeah.
Nice.
11.
Great. You tie it. It seems sturdy enough for you, and you swing one leg over the other, kind of dangling your legs out, and then you shimmy all the way down. You manage to get about one. You save yourself a story of jumping, essentially, with these king-sized sheets. And now you're dangling over the barrel. What? Is that wrong measurements? I'm not bested.
Has an hour happened?
No, I think I'd be right.
As soon as we finish up with Duncan, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in all honesty, not that much has happened. But I'll say it's been an hour. Okay, so you're just gonna drop down. You're gonna swing.
Yep.
Okay, just
drop it down.
All right. As you let go and drop down, you make an acrobatics check.
Is that 20?
Yes.
20.
Great.
You 20?
I do that fucking swan dive.
I was gonna say you swan dive into the tavern's water supply, and the blood and guts of the man who he was on has now contaminated the entire water supply of the tavern.
What those motherfuckers get?
Okay. And then you wash yourself off though. You are clean as you get out, and then you can easily swing yourself out of the tub, and you're on the ground outside the back of the tavern. All right.
Yeah, just run into an alley or something.
Sure. You run off into an alley. Okay, Arco. So it's been about an hour now. You have your weasel. What are you gonna name the weasel?
Ooh. I didn't know I was gonna name him.
Well, you don't have to. You can just not name him.
I'll think of a name for later. Right now.
Oh, you got a pet?
About it. Well, it's my fine familiar. I basically a pet that lasts forever, or until it dies. But then I can just summon it back. It has the same power. Yeah, I'm just gonna start heading towards the keep now.
Okay.
And I'll, tell my little weasel friends, hey, keep a lookout and notify me if you see anything going on.
Is he on your shoulder, or is he walking next to you, or are you holding him?
On my shoulder.
Okay. Which shoulder?
My left one.
Okay. So as you walking up to the keep, you can see Dalton at the top of the stairs with his cart in hand, and you can see Dalton
scratching my head.
I wave towards him.
Okay.
Wait, what's your character's name again?
Bellamar.
Belminar.
Belminar, yes. So as both of you are waving, Dalton...
Oh, Belminar!
Hello, Zacharias.
No S, but close enough.
Zachariah.
Oh, the two faggots get to meet.
You've all met Duncan. You were in the ship together.
Mission.
I know, they gotta meet up.
Where's the rest of our party?
I am not entirely sure, but I have quite the predicament. I have a cart and I have wheeled stairs, which do not get a...
Not plan.
Well, good luck with that. I'll wait at the bottom of these stairs if you need it.
Oh, no. We must bring this car.
You see, I'm more of an intellectual kind of guy. I don't really work out.
Perfect. I need you to do trigonometry. This is best for my ramp downturn.
I look towards the guard closest to me, and I just like kind of just.
Look at him. They're all useless.
I shout at him, and giving him like barking orders at him. Hey, you! Go find some wooden planks for us right now, or I will go tell your fucking dwarven master that you're sleeping on the job.
Okay, so the guard kind of it wakes up, and looks at you and says, "Huh?"
You fucking heard me. Go get me wooden planks right now.
Okay, so he runs off to go presumably go find wood or just not show up ever again. We'll see how that goes. But Dalton, from the top of the stairs, you can see Duncan sneaking around from behind the tavern.
I can see Duncan sneaking around. Oh, damn! My eyesight is clean, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little dude.
Well, he's the only midget in the whole town. He's pretty easy to spot.
So I'm assuming he is wet.
No, there's two other midgets in this town, Riley.
He's wet.
Just wet.
Well, he's wet, and he's well. I mean, obviously he's wet. You also can see Dylan struggling. He's now picked himself up and is now covered in the blood of that fat guy.
Ah, I see. Our diminutive friend who has a need of a belt is currently soaking, and the one who also does not have complete control of his bowels is once again covered in something.
Okay.
God, it was terrible. I don't know who did this, but someone just fucking gutted this dude.
I can't see. Can I hear him?
No. You just see him.
Oh, I thought you were with me.
No, I was just telling Dolan what he saw. He sees Duncan coming around the side of the tavern, and he can see Dylan now picking himself up with the
I'm gonna walk up to the last guard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder. Listen to me, son. Even though he's probably better than me.
He pays attention to you.
You will guard this. What is it? A cart?
Yeah, it's a cart.
You will guard this cart with your life, the life of your daughter, the life of your sister, the life of your mother, the life of the Emperor. I'll be right back. I must go collect my food. Go take off running now.
Okay, so
I'm gonna chill here.
So as you say that, Dalton, and you run down the stairs, the guard turns to another guard and says, "Hey, can you watch this? I need to go find my mother, my father, my daughter, and everyone else I can find." And then he runs off.
Alright, fair enough.
Because you told him to guard him with the life of...
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So
I took it very literal.
So he's gone, and some other random schmuck is standing with the cart now.
I'm also standing with said cart. I haven't left.
Well, you're at the bottom of the stairs. Or are you going to walk up to the top of the stairs?
Yeah, I'll walk up to the top of the stairs.
Alright, so Dalton and Arco pass each other going up and down the stairs.
I'm gonna run towards Big Baby. Because little Frodo, while being wet, does not look nearly as in distress as the man covered in puke and blood.
Yeah.
Just weeping, by the way, also weeping.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you run up to Dylan.
God.
What do you do?
So I'm at.
You made it. You've made it. You've made it to
people
Dylan.
like looking?
Yeah, everyone's watching now. Oh yeah, right. So technically, I suppose. So. As Dylan was on bleeding, writhing around in the blood of his enemies, this guy, a young couple, came over and gave to Dylan with kind of a towel for him to kind of clean himself because they felt so ashamed.
It was terrible. I saw Frodo and he looked like he was just getting attacked and then I just filmed this guy. So it's awful. I don't know what happened.
So have I made it at this point?
You get there as soon as he's finished saying that, and the couple who were handing him Dylan the towel, kind of back off and walk away, keeping their towel because they don't know who Frodo is, and they think he's kind of nutty.
Oh, large child, it is I.
I grabbed the towel out of their hands.
Wait, what? Oh. Wait, stop, Dalton.
I'm not kind of walk over.
Yeah, you walk over.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna whisper to him. Perhaps could you explain to me why you are covered in this man's insides?
Hold on.
And your own.
I'll let you do that. I just but Dylan said he decided to steal the towel from the innocent civilian couple.
I grabbed it out of their hand. They were handing it to me, so I grabbed it out of their hands and started drying myself off.
I said that they backed away and took the towel with them because you started mumbling about some guy named Frodo.
I grabbed that shit and started washing myself off because I need a fucking towel.
Wow.
You know what, dude? Just roll intimidation.
Intimidating.
I'm covered in blood. It should be pretty fucking intimidating.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Nice.
19.
Yeah, the couple don't bother resisting and let you keep the towel.
I'm keeping this towel, by the way.
Alright, so you kind of try and clean yourself off. And Dalton says what he just said to you as you're wiping yourself off.
You wanted me to explain what happened, right?
Yeah, I just asked why you're covered in this man's insides, and
I saw little Frodo run into the tavern, covered in blood, and I was coming to save him, sword out and everything, and I tripped him. Fat fuck.
do you believe he's in danger?
Dylan, do you have any health points lost right now?
No.
Lame.
Oh, yeah, is there anyone that needs healing?
Probably in danger. I don't fucking know. Can we deal with me?
I saw him soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
Yes.
Well, he's doing better than fucking me.
Clearly. Are you in any way harmed?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just, God, these past few days have been so stressful, you know? But this past day, I forgot it's the same day as the ship. This past day is
It's not.
Well,
it kind of is. It was
a very quiet vessel
Yeah.
voyage until the literal last day of it.
Yeah, it was a 2-day voyage, and on the second day, you guys murdered everyone.
It was a 2-day voyage?
It was a 2-day voyage, yeah. It's not. The continents aren't that far apart.
And getting murdered now with some random fat ass.
Fuck date.
Day 2 of adventure for you guys.
Are you in need of any... Should I go help Small Step?
We should probably help him, yeah, but fuck.
Alright, well then, I believe you... Do I would it be... Alright, no.
Sorry, you cut out what?
Would I be able to orient myself to where I last saw Frodo?
Yeah, you could, because as you doing this, Duncan has now made it around to the front of the building, and the guards have now gotten up and are just exploring the tavern. They're just not sure where Duncan is. Duncan has successfully evaded them. Yeah, like coming around the corner to the front.
I will wave.
Still sneaky.
Oh, little Frodo.
Okay, as are you shouting this across to him? Or are you going to walk up and talk to him? Or are you leaving Dylan behind? Like, what do you?
I'm not
how are you
shouting it.
Okay.
I'm not like quietly being like, oh, little Frodo. I'm little Frodo.
Okay, so
Yo, do I get word of this? Do I hear him?
Both of you, Duncan and Dalton, need to roll stealth.
I'm not trying to be stealthy.
You have disadvantage then.
Okay.
If I hear him, Riley, I want to do message to him.
Oh damn, 215.
You got. What'd you get, Dalton?
Do I roll 20?
Yeah, Duncan, roll 120. You're fine. Yeah, actually, you have advantage.
20.
Okay, great. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, no, that's a total of 17.
Okay, good. You guys are fine.
Okay, so
no one notices the fact that you call out the murderer.
I hear him. Obviously, no one hears us because you know we rolled high. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the message. You know, like you can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna message.
You're gonna send him a message? Okay. You can just walk up to him too. I mean, you don't have to.
You mean talk to me?
I'm gonna send him a message in rap.
Okay, sure.
25 words. Remember, done.
What?
You only get 25 words.
25 words.
Oh shit.
You can just say it to me.
Dude, you can just say it. Also, keep in mind, are you really about to do this in front of the crowd? I mean, there's people in the town square who saw you murdered.
No, I think
that's why I'm trying to secretly.
Daylight.
No regrets.
That's why,
Riley.
that's why I'm trying to secretly do this.
Okay.
Because I don't want people. Because I'm still in the alley, you know.
Yeah, you're kind of just peeking your head around the front of the tavern.
Too bad you weren't secretive about your fucking murder.
I tried to be.
Hey,
but,
he just hitman this shit.
This
It's
didn't
fine.
happen. I got away with it.
He got away with it.
Come on, Dylan. You gotta
Because Riley was.
gotta have my back.
Okay, question. Would the people in this, like, not that my character would know, but the people in this courtyard still recognize him?
Well, it just happened, so yes. Not all of them, because there's been some shuffling.
This is what I messaged to Dalton magically from the alley. I'm like, hey, big fella, I'm in trouble, you betcha. These guards are out to get me. We gotta be stealthy.
Wow, perfect. That's perfect. You didn't go over your word
I
limit.
think message is.
What?
Is it? Isn't there don't you need a reply to message?
Let me read. You point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. The target hears a message. You can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Yeah, you can reply.
I can reply.
The target of the spell, yes.
I will reply with what happened, and then I'll walk towards him.
Okay, so you walk towards him. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. Yeah, you do it. You walk towards him. You're next to each other now.
Oh, like he's still in the alleyway, right?
Yes.
Okay, so are we like kind of like out of like direct view of most people?
Yeah, because you walked up to him instead of him coming to you.
Does Dalton still have this huge cart?
No, it's at the top of the stairs. So
he's trying to gather.
So we'll walk up to you. What happened?
I was like, oh, this fat ass asshole, you know. We just got a little shuffle. I showed him what's good, but these guards here, they don't fuck with me right now. I think they're racist. I don't think they fuck with my people. You know what I mean? We've been persecuted through all history and whatnot. But yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here. You gotta get me out of here, big fella, right?
Fucking sociopath.
That is who you got into a altercation.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't mean to take him out like that, but you know, shit happens.
Did he attack you first? Was it violent?
He's being an asshole.
You killed a man for being an asshole.
Didn't mean to.
As you guys
inadvertently killed a man being an asshole.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Okay, David.
But everyone here is racist.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay, David. So you're in the tavern. The guards have fallen. They don't know why. What are you gonna do? The last thing you saw was Duncan running into a room.
Yeah, that's cool, right? I stopped the guards. I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. I'm gonna leave now.
Sure.
And I want to find like a blacksmith or like a locksmith or something.
Yeah, for sure. So as you walk out of the tavern, you run into Dalton and Duncan.
Oh, lizard.
Well, hello.
I believe that this small one needs assistance. I'm gonna walk back towards the cart.
Hello, small one.
Okay.
Do you need assistance?
Yeah, dog. We gotta go. You gotta hide me or something.
I have
Go on,
to
fuck
hide
me
you.
over here. Bunch of racists here.
Well, let me see what I can do about that.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Are you injured?
No, I'm chilling.
I'm
gonna
fucked.
Well,
try
I
and stick him in my
actually lost 2 health on the boat.
Yo, I'm
But
down.
then he was too honest with me.
Well, I mean, can cast cure wounds. You know, heal up that.
You're casting Cure Wounds on him?
Let's get it.
All right, David. So do you roll or does he just do it? I forgot.
It says effect. A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
So you roll the 1d8, I'm sure.
Yep, you roll it.
Where do I find my spell casting ability modifier?
It should be right on top of the spell. It should tell you what
is that the modifier plus 3?
Yeah, so it'd be that plus 3.
Then you ought to
plus 3.
You don't need to roll it. He only lost 2 health points, so.
Okay, so it's a 6 plus 3, which is 9. So
Yeah.
what's your health?
Duncan,
Is that a spell or a cantrip?
That's a spell.
Okay. Okay. But I mean, we're all level 1.
Okay. So.
Well, cantrip's very different from level 1.
What
I
is
know.
a cantrip exactly?
Cantrip you
Well, a
can
cantrip
cast
is
as many
something you
times
can
as you
cast
want.
as many times as you want. Spells you can only cast a certain amount of times.
Up to
until
the
you
number of
do a
spell
rest.
slots.
But it's
I
fine.
don't have any cantrips, so
It's fine. You heal Duncan. Duncan's at full health. Duncan.
I mean, you could thaumaturgy him so he clears up all the blood that's on him.
No, there's no blood on him anymore. He got cleaned when he. Oh, that's right.
Well, thaumaturgy cleans him up no matter what. Like
He's
if
already
wet,
cleaned up.
It cleans him up.
Oh. If you want to
he's
dry
dirty,
him,
it cleans
yeah.
him up.
Prestidigitation would do that too.
Oh, no, you're right. It is prestidigitation, not thaumaturgy. You're right.
Thaumaturgy is gonna make a big ass noise.
Yeah. Right. That's my bad.
So,
I'll
can
do it,
I
Duncan.
continue looking for a blacksmith?
Yeah, Duncan.
Okay, so as
Currently stuck at a tall staircase with a car. No way.
Okay, so as you, David, as you start to walk away from the tavern, you see.
Wait, I have a solution for the cart, by the way, when we get.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just
So-
telling you about blanks, by the way.
David, as you walk out into the main, David, as you walk out into the main crowd, you see Dylan now kind of wiping himself off with the towel that he took. And are you just gonna talk to him? Or are you gonna keep going after looking for a locksmith?
Looking for a blacksmith.
Okay, gotcha. So you keep looking.
Yeah, they might makes sense.
Now,
Happens every year.
What do I do?
now at this point, Dylan, David, Duncan, and Dalton, all four of you.
You add me back.
Can someone tell Evan to shut up? Evan, can you?
Evan's not in it yet.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think Evan's gonna join.
Well, I gotta leave at 9, so I'm not. I mean, I'm trying to wrap this up, but
That's in 12 minutes.
Alright,
I know.
let me get this cart now then. I got this cart.
we can even stop him. So as all no, well, hold on. So Dylan, David, Dalton, Duncan, 4D. As all of you are doing your thing, you see bursting out of the tavern. There's a woman who runs out and throws up all over the stairs.
Oh god.
I cast.
I see this.
Okay.
Like we all see this.
All four of you, the 4D group, you all see it.
It's like, it's not the fucking guy that Duke too.
Yeah.
Does she seem to be an specialist? It's like that.
She seems like she's really ill.
What? Okay.
And as she's puking, another person runs out, and also pukes. But as they puke, they throw a cup falls to the ground, and it spills out, and a bunch of kind of muck, like it looks like kind of thicker water than normal, kind of sprays onto the stairs.
I shiver and I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with the little pussy here. That's just nasty.
I think it's great.
The little.
Okay.
Even though he's like 10
Disgusting.
times your size.
Shit, that shit is nasty.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys just walk away, and head over to the keep. I guess, right?
Nice.
Or I guess David was going to a locksmith, but it sounded like you guys were wanting to go
Tell
there.
me about this cart, right? I've got the perfect solution.
Well, I have this guard going to get, but you don't know that yet. And you
Alright,
don't know about the guard situation yet.
I imagine you explained it to me on the way over to Castle. It
Nope.
made a lot of sense.
I'm not with you guys. I'm at the court.
I'm talking to Dalton.
What?
I imagine you explained.
Dumb
I
bastard.
imagine you explained the cart situation on the way to the castle.
You see,
Okay.
they provided me a cart at the top of the stairs, and stairs and wheels do not get the
I've got something to help us out.
Excellent. Let us hope, folk.
Okay.
Hey, big fella. Once we get in this car, I got hitch a ride in there. I'm pretty lightweight, but we gotta be low key about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
You're
guys
a fucking
get.
serial killer.
Yes, perhaps not committing murder would be a good for next time.
So
It was an accident. My bad. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
So you guys all get to the keep, all of you, and you can see that the guard has already placed down the wood planks to make it easier to roll the cart down.
And I'd tell him, hey, I know you just brought these planks here, but you better bring that cart down here, or otherwise your master won't be very proud of you.
Wait,
Since
are we
I
hearing-
did catch you sleeping
Is
on the
the-
job and all.
Is the guard who I told guard with his life, his mother's life, his daughter's life, is that guy there?
Oh yeah, he shows up with his family.
And I tell all of the family members to bring the cart down as well. Like, I'm ordering everyone around at this point. I'm just like, hey, you grab that side. Hey, little child, you grab the front end. if the cart falls, we need something to break the fall. We don't want to damage anything here. Like, you better be careful with this.
So essentially, you got
that is charged with this, and clap him on the shoulder and be like, "Oh, took this with gumption. Great man, but perhaps a little too literal."
Hey, and I just silence. I go up to Zachariah, and I'm just like, "Hey, listen, we need to get this cart down the stairs real quick. Let me just handle this real quick. Then you can tell them to go away."
I wasn't telling them to go away. I was simply congratulating them on doing a job.
Okay, well, guards, just continue taking this cart down the stairs for us.
Hey Riley, did David's healing spell work on me?
Yeah, you bumped up your health. You're good to go.
No matter what,
I'm at full health.
Go to
Yeah.
max. Yeah.
All right, I can do a healing spell on Elijah now that we're together.
Go for it.
Can you?
Yeah, I have healing word,
How much does that heal?
and these are my healing words. Bellamir Akius, you're a fucking faggot. I bet you suck on some long ass baggage. I think we can get through this. Hopefully we'll be homies and remember this. You gotta chill, ferret. I bet he likes to eat carrot.
Okay.
It's like
Good one.
So
As he says this, I
Good
write
one.
something down in my journal.
you
Dear diary, I was bullied by a
Dear
fucking
diary.
hobbit today.
little
You get-
bitch.
you
Mad Huggo.
what's your spellcasting modifier on this? Let me see here.
I'm down 2 health points. So if it's anything plus 1, I heal to max.
You're full healed then. Fine, you're full healed. I'll bump you up. Okay.
Oh, it's equal to 1d4 my spellcasting ability modifier.
You're fine.
Okay,
You-
so that
you
would
Yeah.
for sure bring me up. to
Yeah,
max.
you got it. Okay. So, as this happens, you guys watch this poor, sad family wheel this cart down, and I'm gonna roll the dice real quick.
As I'm just
Can I
slaving
help?
with
Hold on.
burning them.
Why don't you make a roll of perception?
Perception?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not one, baby.
Oh
Great.
God!
So you are not able to notice that the cart is wobbling, and the child, unfortunately, ends up slipping on
That I
the
had in the
stairs.
front breaking the fall.
What?
I had the child in the front breaking the fall in case the cart fell.
And the cart accidentally fell off of one of the boards and is bumping down the stairs, but fortunately the child was able to brace the impact just enough to make sure the goods were not damaged. And you see this child now
Oh, so the
splattered
goods
on
weren't damaged. That's perfect.
or the wagon.
Just gets flattened.
Pretty much.
Is onto the front bouncing stairs?
He's dead. I mean, he just straight up.
The child-
I mean, he got crushed under the wheels in the corner of a stair.
I poke him with the end of my long sword to see.
Are you doing this, David? Wait, Dylan.
Wait, did somebody have spare the dying?
I'm just gonna go over to poke him lightly. See
Did
if he's
somebody
still...
have spare the dying?
As you poke him, the family rushes over to the child, pushes you, Dylan, out of the way. Not to be rude, but just because it's their kid. And then he.
Well, I'm gonna pull a dunk and cut their fucking heads off.
In front of the guard?
Whoa.
No, I'm not
It was
doing
the
that.
child in front.
To
Okay.
break the fall!
To die? This was
Well, if
highly
the cart wasn't badly made, the cart wouldn't have broken.
That is definitely against code. That is all I'm saying.
Which hasn't been written
All
yet.
I'm saying is that was mighty chaotic neutral of Elijah to put the child in the front.
Maybe it was
I think
lawful
no
evil.
chaotic neutral and chaotic evil.
No,
I
this
really
was
don't think he
lawful
knows
evil.
the
Is the
And-
fucking cart still rolling down the stairs?
No, it stopped. It is now at the bottom of the stairs with a wheel on
The
top of
child-
the child's
with
head.
the child under it.
Oh, I'll pick up the cart then. I'm strong as fuck.
Okay. So you
I'm gonna
move,
lift the cart.
you pick it up. The family pulls the child out, and then runs up to the regent. Up the stairs.
Oh, that's a bummer. I say we get on the roof.
Oh,
I second this
I go hide inside the cart.
Okay, so right now is everyone here? I just need to know. Oh, right, David, you're going to do a locksmith thing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm.
I will go back. I will go up the stairs.
Okay, so David, as you actually do manage to find a locksmith, but as you hand him the box, the guy kind of looks at the box, and as he reaches out to touch it, you roll perception.
Perception.
The dude dies.
Oh god. To a 13, so that's 16.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So you notice, as he's going out to grab it, there's what looks to be some sort of a movement going around in between the gap between his hands and the box. I'm going to need you to make an Arcana check.
Arcana 15 plus 3 is 15.
You got, sorry, how much?
15 plus 3.
Yep. So you are able to recognize this specific type of Arcana, being as how you're a water person, and you know that this kind of spell, or this thing, whatever's going on here, is about to take off this dude's hands.
Oh boy.
You have 5 seconds.
Well, I tell him to fucking drop it!
He wasn't touching it yet, but okay, he kind of backs away, and because you're still holding it, you were extending it out to him to look at.
There was water magic, and I was gonna take his hand off.
Okay, do you say that out loud?
What?
Do you say that out loud?
No, I was asking you if
Oh,
that's what just happened.
Yeah. You recognize that there's some sort of a oceanic like magic thing that was about to take off his hands, kind of like acid, like acidify his hands and burn them off, or melt them, I should say, not burn.
I don't really know my own.
Well, you're in a locksmith place. I mean,
Tries to.
what's that horrible banging sound? Hold on. Okay. Is it gone? Okay, David. So, pretty much what happened is you were trying to extend out the box to him, and as he tried to go reach for it to examine it, you pulled it away because you noticed it was an evil thing.
So it's cursed.
Pretty much.
Well, I don't think I think you're cursed.
All right. Well.
Hold on, I'm reading.
Okay.
So, detect magic.
You've successfully detected
Magic.
What? Wait, what?
So, for the duration you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you, if you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that emits magic, and you learn its school of magic.
Oh, I see. Well, you already know the box is magic. Are you just doing it just something? What do you?
You can tell what type of magic.
He's
it is.
Oh, I
trying
see.
to tell what type of magic.
Okay, go for it then. Sure.
It just does it.
Oh, it just happens.
That's
Oh,
it.
he doesn't make a roll.
Tell him.
Okay.
It says the range itself, the effect is detection within 30 feet of me.
Oh. Okay. You pretty much know that this is definitely like a cursed item. It's definitely chaotic in nature. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Just Google what you do with the curses in D&D.
it will be whatever I decide it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just example.
You can learn about this thing as you go on your travels.
Okay, so I gotta like travel with it. So this is like my fucking ring of lore.
Maybe
Pretty-
get someone else.
Maybe not the locksmith, you know.
Would someone with good history be able to learn more about it?
Perhaps, yeah.
If
You-
you take it to me, I got you. I got a pretty high wisdom and intelligence.
I am also very good at history.
I'm strong as fuck.
Yeah,
Alright.
we don't need you.
Tell them to block everything. Anyways, but I'll see him later.
Okay, the locksmith kind of backs away, kind of confused, and watches you walk out.
It's fine,
And you,
back in my bag.
okay, you put it back in your bag, and you meet up with the others at the cart. And as you guys are all together, because it is not.
I went back up the stairs.
Oh, you went back up
Followed
the stairs.
after the family.
Oh, right.
I
So,
followed after the family.
so as you follow after the family, they did go ahead of you. So they come in and they're obviously distraught over the death of their kid, and the regent kind of looks at this and then sees you, Dalton, as the first one to enter, and kind of looks at you and says, "What treason is this?"
No treason, sir. An accident of which I must claim fault. I was not fast enough to intercept it.
And
The cart was being sent down the stairs with the assistance of this family, and it was not being handled with appropriate care, but I failed in noticing the problem in time.
And he looks at...
Horrible tragedy, and I turned to the family, and with my deepest apology, I say I'm sorry.
Okay, he kind of, as he watches this happen, the family looks at you and is clearly very angry, and the regent, he kind of has a slight smile, and he says, "What is the quality of the goods inside of the cart?"
You have told me 100.
No. He's asking like the quality, like how are they hurt, damaged?
Fine?
Yeah.
They are not, sir. They are not damaged.
The child broke the fall.
He smiles and said, and he kind of says, "So are you to tell me that you prioritize the value of the goods over the life of a citizen?"
I did not prioritize the value of the goods. I simply failed in reacting in time.
He pauses. He holds his hand up. Up to you to tell you not to speak. And he looks at his guards, and then he kind of he holds up 2 fingers and kind of waves them, and 2 guards kind of walk over towards you, not like directly towards you, just kind of near you, and then they both go to arrest the parents of the kid. And
do I notice that this is what's happening?
Yeah, it's right in front of you, dude.
Wait.
You see this?
Wait. What is this? What is going on?
He tells you, he holds up 1 finger to his lips to shush you, and keeps waving his hand, and then the family's kind of screaming.
Doing sexily?
And no.
What
And he walks down the stairs for one final time, and he walks up to you.
You guys think I'm...
And he looks down at the child, and then he looks
Yes.
up, and then he looks up at you, and he says,
"Pussy, Dylan, pussy."
And he says, kind of like, because obviously his guards are around, kind of softly into your ear, and he says, "No citizen of my people shall ever know of the follies of my men. Do not allow..."
No.
Yeah, and he says, "My reputation." And he says, "My reputation is more important to me than the lives of those who wish to have any interference on the good of the Empire. This family will be seen as treasonous and hung. You are free to go."
So,
Oh God.
I go to say something, but then reading the room, I stop myself. Nod.
I put my arm on his elbow.
No one else is there.
No one else is there.
Turn on my heels and march straight out.
You do that. The regent kind of nods, grinning, even though as you turn away, and then you guys are all together at the cart. I'm going to need a marching order for you guys before we end the session. You make your way on the road.
In the middle, no matter what, I am going to position myself in the middle.
I'm in the cart.
No matter what, I position myself in the middle.
I sit next to Duncan.
I will sit right behind Dylan.
Okay.
I will be right behind Dylan.
Who's carrying the cart?
Is this cart being pushed?
Well, I'd assume Dalton would do it.
Who's pulling the cart?
I did too. The lawful dude who took the mission.
Anyone can pull the cart. Anyone can pull the cart.
I put a hammy, so I have to hop in the cart.
I will be out front.
I'll be somewhere in the middle.
Well, Dylan has a strength of 16, so...
Dog, I ain't pulling
okay.
shit.
Also, are we just assuming Evan's character is with us?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
grab
the Wolfman is pulling the cart.
Yeah, are we assuming the Wolfman is with us?
We just assume that.
Yeah, he's just there.
I say we yoke him and attach him to the cart, and he can pull it all fours.
He's doing that now. Yep. Evan is now pulling the cart. All right. Good session, guys. Hope you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Good to know that Duggan's character's a fucking serial killer. It's always nice.
Maybe dipped out fast.
Okay.
Alright, see you guys later.
See ya. Thank you all for coming.
See you,
We'll
Dave.
plan for next
Boys.
week. Yep.
Yeah, everyone have a nice
Yeah.
night. Thank you all for joining the Riley stream.
Yep.
Elwirfy.
Thank you for joining the stream. I
I'm
hope
the
you all
one.
enjoyed. As always, guys,
Epstein didn't kill himself.
He didn't.
As always, guys, I'm Elwirfy, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.